With a small delay of the Master Collector program, I wanted to take a moment to take a look at the program as a whole before it hits the app. I see the Master Collector program as a huge turning point for the Veve app. It goes from a single player game of collecting on your own to a PvP person versus person competition. Although the first iteration, phase 1, will only have your points total display on the app, I guarantee you that when people see their points accumulated and also the points that are backdated added to their total, we will see a lot less listings in the marketplace. My prediction is that we'll see an overwhelming amount of people post their point totals on social media, and that's when the games will begin and the strategies will be developed. Master Collector points have very little to do with the value of the collectibles themselves. It's more about the rarity and the numbers of collectibles inside that set, not to mention all the points that you can accumulate for cheap comics. As we see more and more people adopt the app, join Veve, we will start to see things go extinct in the marketplace. Although at the point in time, there are currently 7 million plus collectibles on the app, and it may seem like a lot, if the goal of the app is 10 to 20 million users, that's not nearly enough to go around for people to get recurring points. Not to mention the whales that already hold the hundreds and thousands of collectibles that are currently on the app. As we heard from Mitch in the AMA, their target audience is not the dedicated collectors that are already here, people that want to learn about collecting and NFTs but don't know how to get started. Now, we hear a lot of people say there's too much on the app, but Veve has yet to put out a marketing campaign. It's all currently word of mouth. I believe that when this happens, the marketplace becomes a battleground for cheap collectibles, and the values for the rares and super scarce collectibles just becomes ridiculous. This whole process could take 3 to 5 years, or it could happen next year. We just never know. With the economy the way it is right now, everything being down, I believe that Veve is just following a market trend at the moment. But with the scarcity of some of these collectibles and how sought after they are, I believe it takes just a little bit of action to see a massive swing to the upside. The nice thing about the Master Collector program is that you don't have to be a whale to accumulate points. You get points on a daily basis for just holding collectibles. Although it is definitely nicer to have a lot of sets to accumulate points quicker, when these points are used up, you lose them. And this gives the opportunity for collectors with less collectibles to accumulate points and either wager them or invest them into their Veve space with accessories. When the program rolls out, I see a lot of new people signing up as well. I believe that when the program rolls out as a whole, this is when we'll start to see the big push towards marketing, especially if we get a huge grail released on the app. This is due to the fact that new users will gain a decent amount of points just for doing the onboarding process. This will give new users a better chance at landing that grail, and it becomes a snowball effect. It allows them to sell that grail and have liquidity to buy comics or grails that they like themselves. Another reason why I see the Master Collector program being a huge incentive for people is land. We know that having multiples of one set will result in diminishing return. For example, if you have one Superman and that Superman is equated to 1 point, a second Superman will only give you 0.3 points. So again, this works in favor of people with less collectibles and new users, because a whale most of the time will stack grails, which don't give them as many points if they stack a lot of them. Whereas a new user can come in and buy a lot of cheap comic books, diversify their collection, and gain a ton of MCP points. So we all know that there's a finite amount of land in the Veveverse. This will be very sought after by a lot of people, and people will do anything to acquire these plots of land. With that being said, I see people selling duplicate sets in the future in favor of having a different variety of sets. This will give you the maximum output for points. And we have heard from the team that MCP points play a big role in acquiring that land. With all the points and thinking further ahead to when the Veveverse is fully unveiled, I believe that rankings will play a massive role. It may seem small right now to have that ranking beside your name or in your vault at the moment, but when the social aspect of the Veveverse comes out, everyone will be scrambling to get up in ranks. I like to think of rank as like a blue check mark on social media. It will give you more credibility and recognition and allows for more connections to be made. It may open the door to collaborations, a higher price of admission to come see your vault, or special access into certain places in the Veveverse. And moving on to the last piece that I'm really excited about is the MCP Pro. This is a premium monthly subscription that's tied to the MCP. It allows you to get some of the perks that you would have to stake a lot of OMI for. It allows for things like a premium profile user badge, you gain a % boost on your MCP point earning, you get exclusive badges in your showroom, free raffle drops every single month, you're able to rent out your collectibles, and I'm sure there's more to come when the Veveverse matures and grows. But my favorite thing is probably to burn your collectibles for points. This opens the door to plenty of gamification and strategies. You could burn one collectible to make your other collectible more valuable. You could burn it for points that you could use for raffle tickets in order to participate in a drop you really want. Or if you're really rich and you hold a majority of one collectible, you could burn the majority of them and make it really, really scarce. These features were previously only available to OMI stakers, but with the MCP Pro, it allows you to do the same thing. So in conclusion, with everything that I mentioned, it may seem like we have a lot of collectibles on the app now, but no matter how many new collectibles that we get on the Veve app, there can only be one first appearance, and I believe with the burning mechanism and the new users coming in, we will never have enough collectibles on the Veve app. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let me know, where do you guys see Veve in 5 years time? What are you most excited about? Make sure to check out my previous video about what I think Veve does really well and what they could use work on. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.